Hello everybody, and welcome back to another video. Now, this is going to be kind of it might be a little controversial to some people, but it's important that I kind of clear up and get out of the way. I am, in a way, starting over on my Jurassic World project. Now, it might be controversial because I've put years worth of work into it already. I've nearly completed Main Street, I've got the Mosasaurus show done, I've got a lot of the monorail done, I have the aviary for the most part built, I have all this progress. So why exactly would I be starting over? And the answer to that is I just wanted to update my version. I wanted to get out of 1.12, which was my old map, my Human's Legacy. And then I decided, okay, I'll do 1.18 for my Mizrahi's Dream and all projects going forward. Now, the issue with that is that in 1.19 and 1.20, there were a lot of new blocks, a lot of decorative blocks that I just didn't have access to. I didn't have access to mud blocks or hanging signs or bamboo planks. And those were all blocks that I really kind of needed to have in terms of building capabilities. So throughout the past couple of weeks, I have been working in World Painter. Now, if you don't know what World Painter is, it is a third-party application. It's what I use, it's what a lot of map developers use. I know it's what Thai uses from Ambermine. If you don't know who the Ambermine is, I highly recommend you check them out. They do some incredible work. I'm totally biased because I work with them. Join their Discord, join their Patreon, join my Patreon, subscribe to them on YouTube, subscribe to me on YouTube. Totally not plugging a lot of stuff right now. But, I mean, if you enjoy my content and want to see a lot more similar content, definitely check out the Ambermine. Their links will be in the description down below. But through World Painter, I decided, okay, let's change the version here. I'm not full sending it into 1.20, not yet. There are still, unfortunately, a few mods that are locked to an older version. Now, that older version still is an upgraded version from what I was. I am now currently in 1.19.2. I wish I could go fully into 1.20. Again, I want those bamboo planks. They're going to be so useful for a lot of areas. Those hanging signs are going to be useful for Main Street alone and several other areas. But with World Painter, what I did was just not only change the version of the world, the game that I was in, to 1.19, but I also added an entirely new area, an entire new mountain range to the southern area of the map. And then I updated the lake region as well on the hotel side. That's still a work in progress because I want to figure out how to actually get the beach there, how to actually implement the hotel complex, because I do actually want them to be visible from Main Street. The way the old lake was even at 24 render distance, you still wouldn't be able to see the other side from the very end of Main Street. Now, being in 1.19, that does mean that I have access to a lot of new blocks. I have access to mangroves now, which look phenomenal on the map. I've added them mostly to the riverside, especially where I'm going to put the Cretaceous Cruise, which with this map update, I actually changed where that is. It's more southern, it's further from the main park, but I really like how the rivers came out. And on top of that, I have access to the different mud variants, which look absolutely beautiful in the roads and the actual riverbed. Now, what does this mean for the project? What does this mean for the future? When mods update, such as AlternaCraft, which I use for most of the dinosaurs, and that is still locked to 1.19, and so once those update, I do actually plan on moving into 1.20. That does mean, however, that there is going to be slowed progress as I need to port a new version of the map into that new version of the game, which does take some time, and I'll probably make some edits to the map, as to the terrain, the block palettes, etc. that include the new blocks. I did notice, however, when I did port the map into 1.19, it did fortunately keep all of the NBT data for framed blocks, which is something I was really worried about, because that would mean that I would basically have to manually recreate most of Main Street from what I had. What didn't stay, and what changed a lot, is all of the chairs across the entire map now face the same exact direction, which is going to be painful, but I can manually fix all those chairs to be facing the correct way. That's it for this episode. Like, comment, subscribe, and do all the other things that people ask for. And until next time, see ya.